Yes, this is a NBA preview of this upcoming season, and the team right now is going to be for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Top storylines for this team: Kevin Love. Kevin Love is back. He had a very injury-plagued season last year, which was, which is very frustrating for him. But I think he's going to come back to, put himself out there as one of the top forwards in the game, as he was in previous seasons, scoring and rebounding. Um, Also, Nikolai Pekovic got his contract extension. This is a very underrated big man. This guy bangs, he gets points, offensive rebounds. This guy he's a flat out stud. He's really good. And with the combination of him and Love for a season, would be very formidable in the Western Conference. I mean, you got this. They call them the Bang Brothers because they're gonna be out there. They're gonna be banging bodies. They're gonna make it tough for a lot of front lines in the Western Conference. This season is gonna be very formidable duo there on the front line at power forward and center. Ricky Rubio. Everyone knows he's a flashy passer. He likes to run. He likes to pass. But I feel that this season he needs to take more of a leadership role. Not saying he's the leader of the team, but more of a leadership role, being responsible. Telling guys where to go. Just taking, even though he's still young, but I think he just needs a little more leadership from him. I think Coach Saddleman has actually expressed that he needs more of a leadership role. With the team, running the team and having establishing the offense. Playoffs or bust. That's the theme this year. Ownership, bringing in. They also brought in Flip Saunders back as the head of basketball operations. They want to go to the playoffs. I think this team has not been in the playoffs since Kevin Garnett has been in 04. That's a long time. They This team has the talent. They definitely have the talent. They're bringing in Kevin Martin, a high scoring guard, who's always thrived with Rick Adelman. Always thrived with Rick Adelman's system at two stops at Houston and in Sacramento. So both stops he's been in. That's why he was actually came into Houston after the season he had with Oklahoma City. Being a reserve role, but I think he just wants to be uh, in that same system where he had the best success. Can this team stay healthy for the entire season? That's yet to be seen. This team has always been ravaged by injuries for the past two seasons, and which is terrible because they have the talent, but it has to resonate to wins, and everyone has to be, somewhat healthy. I mean, sometimes it's out of your hands on injuries or people being healthy, but this team has always been ravaged by injuries. Now, but I think after everyone feels if everyone is considerably healthy for the entire season, the sky is the limit for this team because they definitely have the talent, they have the coaching, they have the pieces in place, to be actually a good playoff team. They Timberwolves need a breakout season for Derek Williams. Derek Williams has had his issues in actually what his role can be because he doesn't know if he needs to play the four or he needs to play the three. Now, his best position for him is at the four, but that's being occupied by Kevin Love, and Kevin Love isn't going anywhere. And the three, he kind of struggles at time, even though Derek Williams is a 35% three-point shooter, but he's a four. He's not a three. Even though he's lost weight, he's going to try to learn as much four as he can. But I don't think it's really going to work for him. But they do need a breakout season for him. He definitely needs a breakout season because maybe you don't have to. If you play well enough, maybe another team would actually trade for you, and then you can show your talents on another team. Instead of people think about consider you being a bust. I don't feel that he's a bust, but I just feel that he just got to get into the right system, and he gets in the right system with the right players. Then I think you will see more potential and more things out of Derek Williams. Their bench is improved. Bench they have some good guys on the bench that's actually going to help them score with JJ Barea and these guys. Like I said, they brought in Kevin Martin. You know, they're gonna be a real formidable team. Corey Brewer, these guys, these guys is high IQ. They're gonna come in and Minnesota's gonna do some work. They bench. Speaking of benches, their rookie they picked up, Shabazz Muhammad. I've always loved this. I always liked this kid. I've been liking this kid for 4 years. I say he's one of the best high school players in the country. Um, coming in, college last year, a lot of people didn't know he was actually, one of the top number one recruits. But I think his season in UCLA was not somewhat. I can't say it was in a good word, not a loss, but I think that he could have done better. I think he could have done better. He tried. I mean, he played some good games. He was just a little inconsistent with his jump shot. He would say he was kind of out of shape and things in that. But I think he has a full NBA season under his belt. He has a somewhat of an NBA game. But if he gets enough minutes, then let's see what they can do with him. But I still got faith in him. But I think it's more of like a feast or famine situation with him in Minnesota. Minnesota this year, I think their record is going to be 43-39. I feel they're going to be right in the thick of things to actually go into the playoffs. But 43-39 is actually going to be a good record for them. I think everyone is going to stay considerably healthy for this entire season, which is somewhat of a learning curve. But I think they're going to be somewhat in the thick of things of actually going to that sixth or seventh playoff spot, or even eighth this year in this upcoming season.